Have you ever seen a piece of footage that just won't leave your brain? Well, you're about to see 15 of them. These top 15 scary videos are bound to haunt you. Number 15. 400 funeral cemeteries. Hanging out in a cemetery isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Published in August of 2021, this group enters the cemetery to do a few rituals, something they'll soon regret. In a pair of open graves, they come across what they think are burnt human bones. Later, they use banana leaves to spread out a feast for the spirits. Banana leaves, they say, are used for worshipping ghosts. They leave the ghost offerings upon the leaves for 10 minutes, then they destroy them. Next, one of the crew lies inside a grave while the other performs a funeral washing ceremony above him, which involves breaking a coconut open and letting the water splash over the man's face. As he lies in the grave after the ceremony, nothing happens for quite a while, and when it does, it's nothing short of terrifying. Something grabs the man's t-shirt, lifting it up. He jumps and screams in fear, racing away from the grave, but that's not all. As he's talking with his partner about what he experienced, he is pulled dramatically by the shoulder and thrown on the ground. It seems like these dark rituals worked. Question is, once that portal is open, how do you close it? Number 14. Unknown creature. Some videos on the internet are pure mysteries. Posted to the r/Chills Narrator subreddit by Calligram, this scary video shows a creature beyond our wildest nightmares. The unknown creature is flesh-colored with strange limbs, a few hairs, and two beady eyes. The thing looks like a very angry old man with his tongue hanging out. Most everyone thinks this is an afflicted animal of some kind, whether a pig, a cow, or a sheep. Most also agree that this poor animal will sadly pass away shortly. Whatever it is, this poor thing didn't deserve its fate. Number 13. Lights Out. This spirit is nothing but a troublemaker. Posted by The Bottom Line in November of 2020, this scary video has been trending in the Hindi-speaking YouTube community. In the clip, some teenagers dressed in school uniforms are hanging out in a classroom. While they're sitting around talking, the power goes out.
Y ella era amiga de... No, a la
Although it's just for a moment, something must have happened in the darkness, because when the light returns, a couple of chairs inexplicably start to move on their own. Needless to say, this causes a panic. Screaming ensues as the teens flee the scene. Did this ghost shut off the lights to distract the living while he entered from the left? We have a feeling this isn't the last trouble he makes. Number 12. Sky Drifters. If you have an aversion to creepy many-legged crawlers, then this video will surely freak you out. Posted on TikTok by Twixie Time. The clip captures some black squid-like creatures drifting in the sky. Twixie says he was in his car just chilling by an overpass when he spotted this pair of strange, mysterious beings overhead. Are they extraterrestrial octopi? Are they dementors? Some think there is a more ordinary explanation, like starlings flying in a close-knit formation or a kite. But here, we tend to lean towards the dementor. Number 11. Ghost versus car. Have you ever felt like you hit something with your car but nothing was there? Published by Compo in May of 2014, the security camera footage shows a vehicle encountering just such an oddity. While driving through a parking lot, a shadow figure appears briefly in the car's path. The car then pulls to a stop and the driver gets out, seemingly concerned. He even looks under his vehicle. The passenger also gets out to look while the driver goes around back and finds a piece of paper on the ground, a paper that wasn't there before. He picks it up to examine it and then drops it again, returning to the car, and they drive away in confusion. What is going on here? Did this driver just run over a ghost? Number 10. Slovakian forest creature. A hiker was on a 2-week trek in the endless woods of Slovakia when he felt a presence watching him. Not only watching, but stalking. And he was right. Published in August of 2020, Leviathan weathers these scary Slovakian woods and manages to come out of it with his life. Before sighting the creature in question, the hiker comes across what is likely his den. A large pile of tree limbs are arranged betwixt a set of trees, appearing like a nest or a den for an extremely large creature. The hiker approaches, examining the unique arrangement. He even climbs inside the den, which definitely looks lived in. While he's inside, he hears a distant roar. This shakes him enough to retreat and run for cover. Later, as he continues to walk around the forest, it's clear that he feels like he's being stalked. After a time, he hears a racket as the tree branches start shaking off to his left. When he focuses in, he sees this enormous creature in the thicket of the trees. It's hard to make out what it is, an animal, a Bigfoot, or something else. Viewers believe it looks humanoid. Some think it's a hag or a multi-dimensional being. What do you think it could be? Number 9. Haunted Church. Published in October of 2021, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations encountered paranormal activity in this historic Anglican church in Essex, England, which dates back to the 12th century. One of their first ghostly confrontations appears in the form of a shadow at the altar of the church. Later, they hear a noise like something was tapped or fell.
What was that?
They head down to the altar, where Sir Thomas Middleton's sarcophagus is located, and one of the crew feels something touch his hand.
Something touched my hand. I kid you not, I was just about to step up and go in, and I felt something touch my hand.
Later, while one of the crew is talking to the spirits, he casts a flashlight around the altar, and a knocking sound is heard.
Why I'm talking to you?
Is this place haunted? Most definitely, as their Kinect motion sensors show on several occasions. When they finally decide to get some shut-eye, some of the most alarming activity occurs. You can hear a door closing quite loudly. They could also hear the name Thomas, which they believe may be in reference to the aforementioned Thomas Middleton. What do you think? Has Sir Thomas been unable to cross over to the spirit world after all? Number 8. Knock Back. Knock knock. Who's there? A playful poltergeist. Published across platforms by Dom Madigan. This haunted house won't let anyone sleep. In one video, Dom says he was getting ready for bed when this abrasive knocking started happening.
Okay, so I'm trying to get ready for bed. And there's another one.
He approaches the door after the mysterious knocking occurs again and he whips it open. No one is in the hallway. His viewers tell him to knock back, and when he does, another knock sounds on a different door. He opens it to reveal a closet, again with nothing inside.
Everyone's been asking me to try and knock back. You f***ing...
In a second video, the poltergeist is pounding so vehemently, it sounds like it might break the door down.
So it's literally 3 in the afternoon.
This time it's 3 in the afternoon. Dom says it happened more during the day now. He gets up to answer the door. Again, nothing there.
It's just... It's really f***ing lonely at this point, to be completely honest. I can't take this anymore.
Though the pounding was heard a split second ago, he captures a shot downstairs in the bathroom and opens the adjacent closet, but nothing is there. What could be going on here? Could this incessant banging be explained by anything other than the spirit world in full-on Hulk out rage mode? Until we figure out this mystery, no one's getting any sleep. Number 7, Haunted Child's Room. TikToker Mary Proctor 3 posted a series of videos that are particularly chilling because they all take place in a child's bedroom. The first shows the fairy lights flickering for just a moment, although on its own this may be chalked up to an irregularity with the electricity. We doubt that when coupled with the next couple of videos. A second clip shows a doll inexplicably falling over from a high shelf. Could this be a coincidence and an unsteady doll? But again, we have one more clip. The last in the series shows a toy becoming activated in the darkness. It sings and the lights light up. Then the camera goes wonky for a moment. The toy starts up again a moment later. Many in the comments think this is a spirit and advise to get some smudging done before things escalate. We just hope no children are sleeping in this haunted room. Number 6, Lurker. Caught on CCTV in Denver, Colorado, a creepy lurker was peeking through a girl's window in the middle of the night. He is shown creeping around the home and peering into the girl's bedroom. After peeping for a moment, he returns to the home's front door and then heads back to the window for a second look. The victim's father turned the footage into the police, and the suspect was taken into police custody the very next day. The culprit was a neighbor. Here's to security cameras and to purchasing the thickest of blackout curtains. Number 5, Watts Family Home. You are probably familiar with the name Chris Watts. In 2018, he took the lives of his pregnant wife and their 2 daughters in a horrifying and heartbreaking incident that shook the nation. Posted to TikTok by DowerK8, this video sneaks a peek into the Watts family home. While looking into the home from the front door, something appears atop the stairs along the railing. A strange shadow falls. It's about the height of the railing, a child's height. The TikToker believes it is the spirit of one of his passed away daughters, and some in the comments agree. Breezy Bia writes, "You can even feel their presence in the house through videos. I gotta say, I feel it too." Number 4, Haunted Chapel. This is a ghost hunt gone wrong. Published by American Ghost Hunter in October of 2021. This group of ghost hunters asks the spirit world to reveal itself, and it does. While searching a haunted chapel, the crew hears a door open.
Can you laugh or cry like you did the other day?
As they go to investigate which door it was, something screams at a distance.
No. That's a little bit too much.
They hurry out of the chapel, suggesting that the scream came from the bathroom. One of the crew also claims to have seen the shape, which we assume can't be a good thing. The crew writes, "We never found what opened the door and screamed like that because we left right after that. We don't blame them." Number 3. Skeleton in the mine. Abandoned mines often hold a different sort of treasure than you could have imagined. Published by OTG Exploring in September of 2021. This group of explorers entered a mine and left with something they never expected. Located at the base of the Inyo Mountains in eastern California, the Brown Monster Mine, also known as Reward Mine, is an 8-level monster that spans 500 feet and was mined for gold and lead ore between the late 1800s to the 1970s. It's quite a task to even reach the mine, taking 4-wheel drives up a ways and climbing the rest to reach the mouth of the mine, but once you reach it, you will reap the reward. Pun intended. Inside, they venture through the old rock tunnels which appear to have collapsed in some places. They come across a deep cavern in the path where a skeleton wearing a hard hat, boots, and a mining outfit is splayed across the ground. It has a note on it, so they climb down to see what it reads. They assume the skeleton's name is Ernie, judging by his sewn-in name tag, and they find an old mining photo in his pocket. The note reads, Day 47. I no longer have the strength to write my story. Soon the darkness will consume me. My only regret is becoming a miner. Is the skeleton even real? No, it's not. The photograph does look real though, showing a group of miners during the mine's heyday. But frankly, this is a creepy and laughable practical joke, one that we're glad we got to see unfold. Number 2. Smiling Salesman. This creepy Ring doorbell clip reminds us exactly why we were taught stranger danger. Posted by Ring, a man dressed up as a salesman is caught on the Ring doorbell camera, claiming to be trying to reach residents at 712. When told he is at 721, he smiles and simply apologizes. Don't be fooled by the smile, because this dude was suspected of breaking into 19 different homes in the San Diego area.
No, you're at the wrong house. It's 721.
Oh, I apologize for that. Sorry about that.
Assumedly, he pulled this gag to gauge if anyone was home. This just reaffirmed the golden rule of stranger danger. Don't answer the door to anyone you don't know. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because we upload a new scary video every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Let me in. Have you ever played back a video you've taken and heard something you didn't hear in reality? Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by OKPineapple4541. A demon speaks through this video's audio clear as day.
Are you okay? What is on you? Kobe.
The Redditor is talking to her dog in the video, but in the background, a demonic voice whispers something that sounds like, "Let me in."
What is on you?
The Redditor said she heard nothing of concern at the time. Well, some believe it's the dog's breathing patterns. It sure doesn't sound like it. It sounds like words are being spoken. Redditor Ice T and Me writes, I hear it and the dog did too, and as we all know, dogs can sense the spirit world better than we can, which should be more than enough to haunt you. It's got us thinking this footage is real.
What is on you?
Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of our other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy!